Well, good afternoon and welcome to our recipients of 2021 Scholarship Awards ceremony. I say hi to you in person. I say hello to all of our people at home, maybe taking a quick break from work and watching this being streamed live by our friends at QATV and our students with our film and television production classroom. The past couple of days just been, personally for me, remarkable. I mean, yesterday we had our senior sign out, and to see all of these faces was wonderful. We had our rehearsal this morning for graduation on Monday, and again, another chance to be with you. And now, to be here for our scholarship ceremony. With you, we sadly miss having the people from home, family being able to attend, and we definitely miss our sponsors being able to be here. Something I always want to share with you and with our students who receive these scholarships are rooted in Quincy High School. These come from a place of people's and families' hearts who are deeply connected to the school and are often in memory of someone very, very special. So you're being recognized, certainly, and supported by these people as you continue your education or continue in your career. So it's just an amazing day for us at Quincy High School. I'm very thankful to Ms. Lyons and Mr. Gran for overall being the scholarship chairs and all of the people in the scholarship committee. So I'm going to now invite Ms. Lyons up to kind of go through the process a little bit with you. And again, congratulations to everybody. Ms. Lyons.
Thank you, Mr. Taglieri.
How do I does that?
Okay. Again,
There you go.
again, I want to welcome you.
I don't know why it's doing that, kiddo.
I don't know.
Go ahead, Tom.
Again, I want to welcome you to the Quincy High School class of 2021.
Sugar.
Uh-oh.
Check. Hold it. See if that works.
Hello? Okay. I'll try that again. Again, I want to welcome you to our class of 2021 scholarship ceremony. It is my pleasure to start our ceremony today as we recognize 123 students receiving over 250 scholarships today. While we are disappointed that we cannot have everyone together as we ordinarily would, we are so grateful to celebrate these achievements with you in person today. I would like to relay what a true pleasure it has been working with all of you, and we in the guidance department wish you all the best as you graduate from Quincy High School and embark on your new endeavors. There are a few people that I need to acknowledge before we begin. Although we have our ceremony in the spring, the scholarship process is something that myself and my scholarship co-chair, Melissa DeGran, work on year-round. And we'd like to thank the whole guidance department and the rest of our scholarship committee for their support with this event. And of course, to the sponsors, we all extend a great deal of thanks. It is due to the generosity of our sponsors that we are here today, and we are very grateful that you continue to be so giving to the students of Quincy High School. With your generosity, we are able to award more than $250,000 to these students today. And from the bottoms of our heart, we thank you and hope to have you all back here with us next year. Before we begin, I'd like to explain the Quincy High School scholarship process. There are two ways in which scholarships are chosen, either by the sponsor or by the Quincy High School Scholarship Committee. Our committee is made up of guidance counselors, department heads, and administrators. The Naviance application makes a student eligible for all of the scholarships chosen by the QHS Scholarship Committee. The committee has a long-standing guideline of awarding no more than 2 scholarships per student in order to recognize as many students as possible. For your reference and to learn a little more about the scholarships we are awarding today, we have given you the scholarship program as you walked in, and we are also posting a link on the QHS website with it. The scholarships I just explained in that program are listed under Scholarships Selected by QHS Scholarship Committee. To their credit, some seniors will be receiving more than 2 scholarships today. The students who are awarded more than 2 scholarships have either applied for and were awarded sponsor-selected scholarships or chosen by sponsors due to their participation in certain activities. These scholarships are all listed under the heading Scholarships Selected by Community Benefactors. We post all scholarship opportunities on Naviance and send out weekly blast emails through Aspen highlighting what new scholarships are available. Congratulations to all for your hard work on applying to the many scholarship opportunities that were available this year. Now this part is very important. As your name is called, please come to the podium so you can be presented with your scholarships. You will be given a letter that holds important information about the scholarship you have received and how to claim it. Please keep these envelopes in a safe place. After returning to your seat, please remain for the entire duration of the ceremony. At the conclusion of the ceremony, we will be taking a group photo outside in the courtyard. And now, with all of that being said, I am so very pleased to call up our first scholarship presenter today, Miss Megan Dubois.
The first recipient will be Rachel Lafferty. She will be receiving the Quincy Retired Teachers Association Jack F. Harrington Memorial Scholarship and the John B. Angelo Vergobi Memorial Scholarship.
Congratulations, Rachel.
The next recipient that I'd invite to come up is Ashling Kelly.
Face the camera. Face out that way. There you go. Stand right
Yeah.
and point straight. There you go.
Ashling will be receiving the Quincy Youth Soccer Malcolm McNeil Scholarship and the Quincy High School Girls Soccer Boosters Book Award. The next recipient is Ashley Grehan. Just stand right there.
Face the camera. Face that way. There you go.
Ashley will be receiving the Ned Manai Memorial Scholarship, the Quincy Education Association Dr. Russell B. Street Jr. Scholarship, and the Monroe D. McLean Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations.
The next recipient is Kelsey Duong.
Hi, Kelsey. Yeah.
Kelsey will be receiving the Jack Merrill Memorial Scholarship, the Hazel 34 and Vic 35 DeGravio Memorial Scholarship, and the Clifford Marshall School Memorial Scholarship. The next recipient is Nora Donovan. Nora will be receiving the Quincy Retired Teachers Association Mary Catherine Iannone Memorial Scholarship, the Mariano Family Scholarship in memory of Luigi, 36, and Helena Papil Mariano, 38, the Quincy Rotary Club Scholarship, and the Stuart Slices City of Presidents Scholarship. Congratulations. The next recipient is Casey Chow. Casey will be receiving the Quincy Rotary Club Scholarship, the Muriel L. Nichols Memorial Scholarship, the Beatrice Priest Memorial Scholarship, Clifford Marshall School Joy Hanlon Memorial Scholarship, and Officer Jamie Cochran Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations. The next recipient is Benjamin Chin. Ben will be receiving the Quincy Retired Teachers Association Arthur H. Morrissey Memorial Scholarship, the Quincy Education Association Dr. Paul Garcid and Janet C. Jensen Scholarship, the Plumbers Union Local Number 12 Scholarship, and Jasper and Dorothy Orlando Plumbing Scholarship. Congratulations. The next recipient will be William Cook. William will be receiving the George G. Burke Foundation Scholarship and the Phyllis K. Quint Memorial Scholarship for the Arts. The next recipient is Jada Reed Jackson. Jada will be receiving the Muriel Nichols Memorial Scholarship, the Peace Partner Award, and the Ned Manai Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations. The next recipient is Charles Codner. Charles will be receiving the Quincy Retired Teachers Association Bruce McDonald Memorial Scholarship, the Peter Turowski Jr. Memorial Scholarship, QHS Parent Advisory Council Book Award, the Stephen V. Barrett Memorial Golf Scholarship, and the Richard and Geraldine Storella Education Trust.
Thank you, Ms. Dubois. Our next presenter will be Ms. Paulette D'Oily.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. My first scholarship recipient is Jack Nelson. Jack will be receiving the Quincy Retired Teachers Association Althea Sawyer Memorial Scholarship, Reuben and Lizzie Grossman Award Scholarship, Quincy Women's Club Trust Scholarship, QHS Parents Advisory Council Book Award, and Zhu Chongzi Mathematics Scholarship. Our next recipient is Alyssa Ruan. Alyssa will be receiving the Quincy Retired Teachers Association Harry A. and Louisa B. Beatty Memorial Scholarship and the George G. Burke Foundation Scholarship. Our next recipient is Shirley Tang. Shirley will be receiving the Quincy Retired Teachers Association Bob Matson Memorial Scholarship and the John B. and Angelo H. Bergabi Memorial Scholarship. Our next recipient is Daniel Pick. Daniel will be receiving the Jason Savage Memorial Scholarship. Our next recipient is Casey Pettigrew Lynch.
Don't worry.
Enjoy the spotlight. Turn around, face the camera.
Casey will be receiving the QHS Girls Soccer Scholarship. Our next recipient is Sarah Paticchiola. Sarah will be receiving the John Fantuccio Art Scholarship. Our next recipient is Grace O'Handley. Grace will be receiving the Yakubian Family Scholarship. Our next recipient is Erin O'Callahan. Erin will be receiving the Wayne Miller Overcoming Challenges Scholarship. Our next recipient is Neve Mwafulirwa. Neve will be receiving the Quincy Retired Teachers Association Barbara DeWolf Memorial Scholarship, Quincy Medical Center Foundation Nursing Scholarship, Peter Turowski Jr. Memorial Scholarship, Archie Wahlberg Scholarship for Public Service, and Ned V. Manai Memorial Scholarship.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Our next scholarship recipient is Courtney Dondero O'Brien. Courtney will be receiving the George G. Burke Foundation Scholarship, Ned V. Manai Memorial Scholarship, Albert Francis Gilmartin Memorial Scholarship, QHS Parent Advisory Council Book Award, the Richard and Geraldine Storella Educational Trust, and the Quincy High School Girls Soccer Boosters Book Award. Way to go, Christine.
Thank you. Our next presenter will be Ms. Ellen Sullivan.
Congratulations to all the recipients today. The first recipient is Kobe Simone. Kobe is receiving the Four Friends Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations. The next recipient is Cecily Zhao. Cecily is receiving the Maud M. House Trust Scholarship and the Quincy Education Association Alice Kalele Scholarship. Next recipient is Lillian Yuang. And Lillian is receiving the Ned V. Manai Memorial Book Award. Congratulations. The next recipient is Dong Pei Zhang. Dong is receiving the Ned V. Menai Memorial Book Award.
Congratulations. I like the
Our next recipient is Khan Yavuz. Khan is receiving the Ambrose C. Duggan Memorial Scholarship and the Mort Bernstein Good Sportsmanship Award Scholarship.
Thank you.
Our next recipient is Emma Lyons. Emma is receiving the Quincy Medical Center Foundation Nursing Scholarship and the Quincy High School Girls Soccer Boosters Book Award. Our next recipient is Supriti Karki. Supriti is receiving the Outstanding Technical Student of the Year Scholarship. Our next recipient is Wayne Nguyen. Wayne is receiving the Quincy Education Association Frank L. Goody and Muriel Jean Goody Scholarship. Also, the Rob McGillicuddy Book Award. Our next recipient is Odalis Mello. Odalis is receiving the Ned V. Menai Memorial Scholarship. Next recipient is Joseph Sakoch. Joseph is receiving the John P. Bogan Memorial Scholarship and the Quincy College Phi Theta Kappa Scholarship. Our next recipient is Zoe Scott. Zoe is receiving the Beth Israel Deaconess Hospital Milton Healthcare Career Scholarship. The next recipient is Ryan LaRoche. Ryan is receiving the Quincy High School Parent Advisory Council Book Award. Our next recipient is Hannah Murphy. Hannah is receiving the Quincy Retired Teachers Association Harry and Louisa P. Beatty Memorial Scholarship, the Reuben and Lizzie Grossman Award Scholarship, the Quincy Women's Club Trust Scholarship, the Quincy Rotary Club Scholarship, the George F. Bryan VFW Post 613 Scholarship, the Paul D. Harold Student Grant, and the Richard and Geraldine Storella Educational Trust.
Thank you. Our next presenter will be Ms. Ann McKenzie.
first recipient is Parishkrit Lamahane. Parishkrit congratulations, will be receiving the QHS Boys Soccer Scholarship. Our next recipient is Ikim Gumish. Ekin will be receiving the Richard Keneally Scholarship and the Quincy Education Association Alice Kalea Scholarship. Our next recipient is Michael Dwan. Michael will be receiving the Quincy Education Association Esther Gizzarelli Scholarship. Our next recipient is Riley Gilmartin. Riley will be receiving the Yakubian Family Scholarship and the Massachusetts Elks Scholarship. Our next recipient is Kyla Hoa. Kyla will be receiving the Ned V. Menai Memorial Book Award. Our next recipient is India Herbin. India will be receiving the Quincy College Scholarship. Our next recipient is Hui Nguyen. Hui will be receiving the Chick Ching Law Memorial Scholarship and the Quincy Education Association Frank and Janet Gowdy and Eileen Rugg Memorial Scholarship. Our next recipient is Nguyen Dao. Nguyen will be receiving the Chick Ching Law Memorial Scholarship. Our next recipient is Jacqueline Kane. Jacqueline will be receiving the Quincy Retired Teachers Association Mario Casali Honorary Scholarship, the John P. Bogan Memorial Scholarship, and the Robert Charles Billings Memorial Scholarship. Our next recipient is Jose Maria Gabriel Las. Jose will be receiving the Quincy Retired Teachers Association Harry A. and Louisa B. Mead Memorial Scholarship and the Quincy Women's Club Trust Scholarship. Our next recipient is Annie Liang. Annie will be receiving the Jerry Quintiliani Memorial Robotics Scholarship and the Quincy Education Association Mary Morris Scholarship.
Congratulations.
Good afternoon, everybody. So I am here on behalf of my family to present the Robert G. Noble Scholarship today to Samantha Coletti. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Sam. It's a very special award. Thank you, Ms. White.
Our next presenter will be Ellen Murray.
Uh-oh. All right, our next recipient will be Joseph Healy. And Joseph will be receiving the Ned V. Menai Memorial Book Award and the QHS Parent Advisory Council Book Award.
Gotta go, Joe. Congratulations, Joe.
And our next recipient is Amelia Henry. Amelia will be receiving the Quincy Retired Teachers Association Warren and Elsie Findlay Memorial Scholarship, the John B. and Angelo H. Vergobi Memorial Scholarship, and the Quincy High School Girls Soccer Boosters Book Award. Congratulations. And our next recipient is Isabella Hanley. So before I read the scholarships, I would like to point out that Isabella is also a recipient of the John and Abigail Adams Scholarship, which was presented in the fall, and many of you received letters of notification about that. But due to some very unique circumstances, Isabella did not receive that notification then, so we're proud to announce it this afternoon. And then we also have the Quincy Retired Teachers Association Kathleen T. Mitchell Memorial Scholarship, the Quincy Rotary Club Scholarship, the Wollaston Garden Club Scholarship, the Howes Neck Garden Club Scholarship, and Quincy High School Girls Soccer Boosters Book Award. Congratulations. And our next recipient is Julia McGillicuddy. Okay, Julia is receiving the Quincy Medical Center Foundation Nursing Scholarship, the Muriel L. Nichols Memorial Scholarship, the George F. Bryan VFW Post 613 Scholarship, Quincy Education Association Althea P. Sawyer Scholarship, and the Lottie S. Page Nursing Scholarship. So sorry, just give me 1 sec. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Congratulations. All right, next we have Matthew Kelly. And Matthew is receiving the Eucubian Family Scholarship, the Ned V. Menai Memorial Scholarship, the George F. Bryan VFW Post 613 Scholarship, Outstanding Technical Student of the Year Runner-Up Scholarship, the Dennis Sullivan Memorial Scholarship, the Stephen V. Barrett Memorial Baseball Scholarship, QHS Parent Advisory Council Book Award, and the Wilfred A. Nolan Lions Club of Quincy Scholarship. Congratulations. And next we have Jacob Gordon. Hi, Jacob. All right, and Jacob will be receiving the Ned V. Menai Memorial Book Award, the Hyper Alumni Scholarship, and the Lucy and Charles W. E. Clark Scholarship.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Our next presenter will be Sherry Eldridge.
Okay. The first will go to Devin Desmond. Devin will receive the Dennis Sullivan Memorial Scholarship and the Mort Bernstein Good Sportsmanship Award Scholarship. Congratulations. Next, the next recipient is Kylie Driscoll. Kylie will receive the QHS Parent Advisory Council Book Award. Next will be Brooke Deedy. Brooke will be receiving the Bill Dunn Jr. Memorial Scholarship. The next recipient is Hannah Demore. Hannah is receiving the Quincy Education Association Edward Bakari Scholarship. Congratulations. The next recipient is Juliana Gee. Juliana will receive the Ambrose C. Duggan Memorial Scholarship. Next recipient, Gianna Freeman. Gianna will be receiving the Four Friends Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations. Next recipient is Eileen Durgan. Eileen will be receiving the Beechwood Knoll School PTO Book Award, the Glenn Sheriff Memorial Scholarship, and the Quincy Choral Booster Scholarship. Congratulations, Rachel. Next is Gabriella Francesini. Gabriella will be receiving the Ned V. Menai Memorial Scholarship, the Yakubian Family Scholarship, Beechwood Knoll School PTO Book Award, the QHS Parent Advisory Council Book Award, and the Quincy Youth Soccer Malcolm McNeil Scholarship. Great job, congratulations. Our next recipient is Brian Boutreau. Brian will be receiving the Yakubian Family Scholarship, the Beechwood Knoll School PTO Book Award, and the Daughters of American Revolution Good Citizen Award. Our next recipient is Marcia Germain. Marcia is going to receive the Quincy Retired Teachers Association Mary Bosian Honorary Scholarship and the Joseph B. Halbert Memorial Scholarship. Our next recipient is Samuel Hurley. Samuel will be receiving the Ned V. Manai Memorial Book Award. Our next recipient is Gianna Gaterna. Gianna will be receiving the QHS Girls Soccer Scholarship. Congratulations. Next is James Dunn. James will be receiving the Coke Club of Quincy Scholarship. Congratulations. And the next recipient is Kaylin Dunley. Kaylin will be receiving the Linda P. Beck Fund Scholarship and the Wollaston Women's Club Scholarship.
Our next presenter will be Mrs. Paula McGahey.
Congratulations, seniors. The first recipient is Mary Jo Ajavon. And Mary Jo will be receiving the Quincy High School Girls Soccer Scholarship. Our next recipient is Benjamin Akara. Ben will be receiving the Kevin Ryan Memorial Scholarship, the Paul Melody Memorial Scholarship, the Stephen DeRoche Memorial Rotary Scholarship, and the Bud Wilmath Do-Gooder Fund Scholarship. Congratulations. Our next recipient is Grace Akara. Grace will be receiving the Nellie Mae Foundation Lawrence W. O'Toole Scholarship, the Coke Club of Quincy Scholarship, and the Quincy High School Girls Soccer Boosters Book Award. Congratulations. Our next recipient is Dea Abdullah. And Dea will be receiving the Joseph B. Halbert Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations. Our next recipient is Riley Barrett. And Riley is receiving the Ned V. Manai Memorial Book Award, the Quincy Rotary Club Scholarship, and the Stephen V. Barrett Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations. The next recipient is Shayna Bellotti. Shayna will be receiving the Kevin Ryan Memorial Scholarship and the Jack Merrill Memorial Scholarship. The next recipient is Darby Boudreau. Darby will be receiving the Tricia Lyden Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations. The next recipient is Kaylee Caldwell. Kaylee will be receiving the Mario Casali Scholarship and the Four Friends Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations, Kaylee. The next recipient is Michelle Chen. Michelle will be receiving the Quincy Retired Teachers Association Arthur G. Gillis Memorial Scholarship and the Robert Charles Billing Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations. The next recipient is Timothy Chen. And Timothy will be receiving the Ned D. Manai Memorial Book Award. Congratulations. Next recipient is Sabrina Chong. And Sabrina will be receiving the Quincy Education Association Esther Whedon Morton Scholarship. Congratulations. And the next recipient is Robert Conboy Murphy. And Robert will be receiving the Ned V. Manai Memorial Book Award. Congratulations.
Thank you. I am happy to present the following scholarships. Shu Sao is our next recipient. Shu will be receiving the Quincy Retired Teachers Association Arthur E. Foster Jr. Memorial Scholarship, the Quincy Rotary Club Scholarship, the John B. and Angelo H. Vergobi Memorial Scholarship, and the Howe's Neck Garden Club Scholarship. Our next recipient is Mia Hurley. Mia is receiving the Quincy Education Inc. Scholarship and the Victoria A.M. Zeller Memorial Scholarship. Our next recipient is Raymond Liu. Raymond is receiving the Quincy Sons of Italy Scholarship, the Ned V. Manai Memorial Scholarship, and the Jane Southwick Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations. The next recipient is Nelson Sang. Nelson is receiving the Ned V. Manai Memorial Book Award and the Point Webster Middle School Book Award. Congratulations. Next, I'd like to call up Kenny Vo. Kenny is receiving the Quincy Education Association Cassandra Thayer Scholarship and the Jane Southwick Memorial Scholarship. The next recipient is Jefferson Tian. Jefferson is receiving the Joanne O'Malley Memorial Scholarship. Our next recipient is Lauren Medeiros. Lauren is receiving the QHS Girls Soccer Scholarship. Our next recipient is Mark Nguyen. Mark is receiving the Ned V. Manai Memorial Book Award. The next recipient is Sorsha Quinn. Sorsha is receiving the Ned V. Manai Memorial Book Award. I'd like to call up Colin Driscoll. Colin is receiving the QHS Boys Soccer Scholarship. Next recipient is Robert Donovan. Robert is receiving the Ned V. Manai Memorial Book Award. The next recipient is Joseph Din. Joseph is receiving the Ned V. Manai Memorial Book Award. I'd like to call up Jacob Ferrulo. Jacob is receiving the QHS Boys Soccer Scholarship. And our next presenter will be Miss Melissa DeGron. Oh, I'm sorry. Our next presenter, I'm joking, is Mr. William Reardon.
All right. Congratulations, everybody. The first recipient I'd like to bring up, Hannah McPhail Polisi. Hannah is receiving the QHS Girls Soccer Scholarship. Next, I'd like to invite up Stefania Mendez. It's nice to be able to take the mask off up here. Stefania is receiving the Quincy Education Association Alan Goldfarb and Monroe McLean Scholarship, the Outstanding Technical Student of the Year Runner-Up Scholarship, the Albert Francis Gilmartin Memorial Scholarship, and the Jewish War Veterans of the United States Post 193 Scholarship. Congratulations. Next, I would like to call up Alessia Mochi. Alessia is receiving the Quincy Education Association Carol, Barb, Dean, and Dr. Albert Damasio Scholarship, and the Lucy Class of 38 and Eddie Class of 37 Marchant Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations. The next scholarship recipient I'd like to call up is Megan McNeil. Megan is receiving the Quincy Retired Teachers Association Russell P. Arano Memorial Scholarship, the Quincy Rotary Club Scholarship, Quincy Youth Soccer Malcolm McNeil Scholarship, and the Quincy High School Girls Soccer Boosters Book Award. Congratulations, Megan.
Very good, Megan. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Our next recipient is Rachel McKenna. Rachel is receiving the Point Webster Middle School Book Award and the Wilfred A. Nolan Lions Club of America Quincy Scholarship. Next, I'd like to call up Zinnia McDonough. Come on this side. Zinnia is receiving the Quincy Art Association Scholarship. Our next recipient is Shannon Murphy. Shannon is receiving the Local 7 Memorial Scholarship and the Quincy High School Girls Soccer Boosters Book Award. Congratulations, Shannon. Next recipient, Shannon McKay. Shannon is receiving the Quincy Medical Center Foundation Nursing Scholarship. Next recipient, Alec Monroe. Alec is receiving the Quincy Retired Teachers Association Arthur H. Morrissey Memorial Scholarship and the Bobby Harvey Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations, Alec.
I can see you every day. Great job. Congratulations, Al.
Next recipient, Tina Lynn. Tina is receiving the Ned V. Menai Memorial Book Award Scholarship. Congratulations. Next recipient, Vanessa Mazzini. So Vanessa is receiving the Kids and Company Child Care Scholarship and the Alpha Delta Kappa Psi Chapter Scholarship. Congratulations, Vanessa.
And now our final presenter will be Miss Melissa DeGrom.
Okay. Our next recipient is Eileen Trenholm. Eileen will be receiving the Quincy Rotary Club Scholarship, the Ned V. Menai Memorial Book Scholarship, the Paul Nigro Memorial Scholarship. The next recipient is Lee May Lee. Lee May will be receiving the Ned V. Menai Memorial Book Award. The next recipient is Abigail Toland. Abigail receiving the Marilyn Murray Wayward Memorial Scholarship. The next recipient is Sean Lee. Sean will be receiving the Ned V. Menai Memorial Book Award. The next recipient is Catherine Shaughnessy. Catherine will be receiving the Quincy High School Girls Soccer Scholarship. The next recipient is Yu Yang Zhang. Yu Yang will be receiving the Ned V. Menai Memorial Book Award. The next recipient is Jessica Zisk. Jessica will be receiving the Quincy Retired Teachers Association John W. Walsh Memorial Scholarship and the Quincy Women's Trust Scholarship. The next recipient is Kaylee Sullivan. Kaylee is the recipient of the Four Friends Memorial Scholarship. The next recipient is Jacob Zargis. Jacob is the recipient of the Yakubian Family Scholarship. The next recipient is Abby Yanovich. Abby is the recipient of the Joseph B. Halbert Memorial Scholarship and the South Shore Bank Citizenship Award. The next recipient is Riley Smith. Riley is the recipient of the Quincy Retired Teachers Association Diane E. Willard Memorial Scholarship and the Bill Dunn Jr. Memorial Scholarship. It's time to hurry up, I guess. The next recipient is Jason Bowe. Jason is the recipient of the Quincy Education Association Maud Wheeler and Ella Wilcox Williams Scholarship.
Congratulations, sir.
The next recipient is Anna Wang. Anna is the recipient of the Quincy Education Association W. Scott Austin and Albert Cochran Scholarship and the Ned V. Menai Memorial Scholarship.
Congratulations. Terrific.
Next recipient is Marcia Zhang. Marcia is the recipient of the Quincy Retired Teachers Association Elaine and Paul Lyons Memorial Scholarship and the Wollaston Women's Club Scholarship. The next recipient is Alvis Zhao. Alvis is the recipient of the Quincy Retired Teachers Association John W. Walsh Memorial Scholarship the Quincy Women's Club Trust Scholarship, the Albert Francis Gilmartin Memorial Scholarship, and the Evelyn W. Ryan Mathematics Scholarship. The next recipient is Cindy Sue. Cindy is the recipient of the Quincy Retired Teachers Association Madeline C. Papille Memorial Scholarship, the Quincy Rotary Club Scholarship, the Coastal Heritage Bank Business Scholarship, the Peace Partner Award, and the Ned V. Menai Memorial Scholarship. And our final recipient, who's present here today, is Kevin Toller. Kevin is the recipient of the Firefighter John T. Austin Memorial Fund, the Quincy Education Association Madeline and William Nugent and James Riley Scholarship, the George F. Bryan VFW Post 613 Scholarship, the Jack C. Cicero Scholarship, the John J. and Nora Jennings Scholarship, and the Kathleen Kelly Memorial Scholarship.
Thank you.
There are a few students who are not able to attend today's ceremony, and we would like to acknowledge their accomplishments as well. The first student is Noella Janka, who would be receiving the Quincy Medical Center Foundation Nursing Scholarship and the Lottie S. Page Nursing Scholarship. Caitlin Quezada, who would be receiving the Ned V. Menai Memorial Book Award. Vera Nguyen, who would also be receiving the Ned V. Menai Memorial Book Award. And Cassandra Patch, who would be receiving the Quincy Choral Booster Scholarship. Almost there. And with that, we conclude the awarding of the scholarships to the class of 2021. As Mrs. Lyons stated, please make sure to keep your envelope in a safe place because it holds very important information about the scholarship you received and how to claim it. We would like to take this time to thank our sponsors once again. Their continued support of our students is always greatly appreciated. However, this year, maybe more than ever. Without hesitation, our sponsors generously chose to endorse, encourage, and support you. The class of 2021. With that said, there's a student who I think his scholarships were misplaced in somebody else's. That student is Samuel Purchase. Samuel will be receiving the Ned V. Menai Memorial Scholarship, the Thomas M. Galvin Quincy History Award, Officer Jamie Cochran Memorial Scholarship, and the Francis J. Tolan Memorial Scholarship.
What's a joke when we play on somebody every year? Yeah, good one.
Okay. Where was I? And finally, to our students, who we celebrate today. Although this is not our typical setup, we are thrilled to have had the opportunity to acknowledge you in person. Our pride and belief in you has remained a constant in an otherwise unpredictable time. We would like to congratulate all of you on your hard work and wish you the very best in your future endeavors. Take care.